Hey guys, today is Monday, October the 11th. I'm Moses and you're watching The Quickie Show, where we scour the web to bring you a recap of the local news right here in San Antonio. Here are the top stories for this past week. KTSA 550 reports that San Antonio is now officially home to the U.S. Army's Installation Management Command, or IMCOM. What exactly is IMCOM? This command is in charge of maintaining and managing the facilities, infrastructures of all the Army's 184 installations around the world. The transition from Arlington, Virginia to San Antonio is a result of the Base Realignment and Closure Program, or BRAC, and will result in the transfer or recreation of more than 2,000 jobs to the local economy. News Radio 1200 WOAI reports that developer Gordon Hartman says he will build a 5,000-seat stadium to house the still unnamed North American Soccer League team, which he purchased this past week. What makes this project unique is that 100% of the proceeds from the team will fund Morgan's Wonderland, which will make it the only professional sports franchise in the entire world that is set up specifically to benefit a disabled program. The team nickname, its color, and theme will be voted on by citizens of San Antonio over the upcoming months. In university news, UTSA received its largest donation, reports the UTSA Paisano. A $22 million estate gift to fund up to full-ride scholarships for students working to complete their degrees was donated by Miss Elizabeth McKinney, an avid reader who only wanted to help students. She strongly felt education was the key to success. The fund offers renewable scholarships up to the full cost of tuition and fees for full-time students who have completed 30 hours of coursework and have a GPA of 2.75 or better. To learn more about this scholarship opportunity and the life of Elizabeth McKinney, visit utsa.com. During Hispanic Heritage Month, SA Cultura reports on the San Anto Cultural Arts Organization. San Anto, which runs a mural program and a media arts program as well as a community newspaper, El Placazo, is getting ready to move by the end of October. San Anto was able to purchase their new building with a $50,000 loan from the Westside Development Corp. A $25,000 community block development grant was awarded by the city in order to pay for the renovations, and San Anto received a $50,000 grant through the Pepsi Refresh project, which will be used to hire staff. To learn more about San Anto Cultural Arts, visit them online at www.sananto.org. In more news, MySA.com report that the City Council sent a clear message this past week by unanimously adopting a ban on texting while driving. The new ordinance makes San Antonio the third major city in Texas to ban texting while driving. The ordinance also will prohibit drivers from using cell phones for anything besides calling, even when stopped at a red light. This week's Director's Pick talks about automakers' fuel efficiency. According to the government outlook on fuel economy, automakers would be required to increase fuel efficiency to 62 miles per gallon by 2025. Alternatively, the auto industry is fearful that this would increase the cost and adversely affect vehicle design and production schedules. The top standard would save 45 billion gallons of oil, equal to almost 1.1 billion barrels, and it would reduce carbon pollution by 450 million tons by 2030, according to the Natural Resource Defense Council. The auto industry has 15 years to meet these new standards, which is plenty of time to use innovation and technology to reach 60 miles per gallon. And that's this week's Director's Pick. MySA.com reports that the Bear Metropolitan Water District Board's decision to stop adding fluoride to its water would violate a San Antonio ordinance and has put the public health debate back on the spotlight. Some of Bear Met's customers are outside of the city limits, and even now, it doesn't fluoride all of its water. The board's decision of the fluoridization issue began behind closed doors with the district lawyer. They also pointed out that not only are these customers out of the city limits and had no opportunity to vote on fluoridization, and that by foregoing fluoride treatment, Bear Met would save $110,000 annually. The San Antonio water system, in contrast, fluoridates all water, even to customers outside of San Antonio. There was no public hearing on this issue and no effort to engage Bear Met customers in the decision-making process. And that brings us to this week's What's It To You? Email us to fans@quickieshow.com and let us know what you think about BearMet's decision to stop adding fluoride to its water. This week's Quickie Show word of the week is seat nomad. What does seat nomad mean? By definition, to be a seat nomad is a person or group of people that have traveled from one unclaimed seat to another, normally at a sporting event, because they couldn't afford better seats. A seat nomad in time is forced to move once these seats are claimed by the rightful ticket holder, i.e., move it, seat nomad. I paid good money for these seats. And that's this week's Quickie Show Word of the Week. Well, that concludes this edition of the Quickie Show. Remember to email us with your comments, your questions, or your story submissions to fans@quickieshow.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/Quickie Show. You can follow me on Twitter, on Facebook, and on MySpace. Well, that's all the time that we have. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on The Quickie Show.